14 huge EastEnders spoilers for next week, the 25th to the 28th of September 2023. 1. Cindy blackmails Vinny. Cindy decides to approach the Panasars to invest in her new pie and mash shop business venture. After finding out some of the family's shady secrets, Cindy decides to use the information to her advantage and blackmails Vinny. 2. Nugget is missing. Ravi is alarmed when he discovers his teenage son Nugget has gone missing. But he remains unaware that his stepmom Suki is to blame for turning Nugget against his dad. 3. Alfie struggles after his operation. It's the day of Tommy's debut fight, but he's fretting about Alfie turning up to watch. Phil promises him that Alfie will be there and goes to the hospital to bring him to the boxing den. However, Alfie's in bad shape following his operation and tells Phil he needs to recuperate in Spain. Phil returns home and frets about breaking the news to Tommy, unaware that he's overheard it all. Angry and hurt, Tommy lashes out at Phil and calls him a liar. 4. Cindy makes a discovery. There's good news for the Knight family when George reveals he has found a buyer for his Marbella bar. However, George's good fortune may be short-lived when his ex-wife Cindy finds out about the deal and demands 50% of the sale money. 5. Sonia and Reese get an IVF update. Sonia is snappy and worried ahead of her appointment, and Martin gets caught in the crossfire. She and Reese get the information on their chances of IVF success and a breakdown of costs. Later, at the hospital, Reese tells Debbie that he plans to spend her money on having IVF treatment with Sonia. 6. Ravi is hit by some harsh home truths. There's a double blow for Ravi when he is questioned by the police about Nugget's disappearance. Later, Ravi is devastated when his son's mate Denzel reveals that Nugget is scared of his dad. So if anyone is to blame for Nugget's disappearing act, it's Ravi. 7. Cindy and Gina bond. Peter is feeling down in the dumps about not being accepted by his newly found half-sisters, Gina and Anna. At the Vic, Cindy has a heart-to-heart with Gina and then finds out some very interesting information. 8. Tommy feels abandoned by Alfie. Phil tries to do some damage control and asks former boxer George to help Tommy. But the teenager still feels totally let down by Alfie. 9. Suki speaks to the police. Suki is on edge when PC Nash questions her about Nugget's disappearance. But desperate to put killer stepson Ravi back behind bars, Suki decides to drop him in it with the police. 10. Cindy schemes again. There's an awkward dinner at the Vic, when George and Elaine invite Ian and Cindy over to discuss the sale of the Marbella bar. Cindy is determined to get her 50% share of the money, and when left alone with George, she turns manipulative. 11. Martin confronts Theo over Stacy. Stacy is humiliated after Billy receives some sexy photos taken during her time on secret cam. It doesn't take long for her to realize that her stalker Theo is behind the revenge prank. Stacy's ex-husband Martin snaps, and storms off to confront the twisted schoolteacher. 12. Gina drops a shock bombshell. Ian and Cindy decide to celebrate their recent reunion over at the Vic. The celebrations soon come to an abrupt end when Cindy's daughter Gina makes a shock revelation. 13. Ravi confronts Denise. Denise's hatred towards ex-lover Ravi continues to grow, after he angrily confronts her and accuses her of stirring things up with the police to get him in more trouble. But Denise lets her resentment of Ravi get the better of her and later manages to upset Denzel with her venom. 14. Whitney and Zach get good news. Things are looking up for Whitney and Zach when the couple get the keys to their new place. Plus, someone from the fostering department will be coming to visit them next week.
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại UK Soát Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi, UK Soát Spoiler, một kênh tin tức chuyên cung cấp cho các bạn những thông tin mới nhất về những bộ phim xà phòng của Vương quốc Anh như EastEnders, emmerdale, Corrier và hollyoaks. Các bạn hãy để lại bình luận bên dưới về những thông tin chúng tôi đã nêu trong video. Hãy like và subscribe để ủng hộ kênh. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.